Hey there, so today I'm going to talk about counselling and I'm going to use the NHS website that I found to help structure the video. I will also talk a little bit about my own knowledge of counselling and what I've learned so far during my course and try to give any extra details I can. So, number one, what can counselling help with? Now, it can be used for depression, anxiety, or it can be used for more specific things such as a relationship breakdown, bereavement, work related stress. Those are the examples they give on the NHS website, but you can really go there with anything. And if for whatever reason your counsellor feels they need more help or they're not qualified to tackle a certain problem, then they can refer you on. And then, if not, then you can just carry on, talk to them, share your emotions about the topic, talk about the topic, and they will try and be supportive, not try and intervene, not give you judgment, not tell you what to do, and just be there to help you work through the emotions that you're feeling or the emotions that you don't realize that you're feeling or are buried deep down. So, what to expect from counselling? Now, on the NHS website, it talks about how, for like I said before, they won't give you advice, but they can help you understand your feelings and thoughts. And that's kind of by not being a soundboard. They definitely do more than that, but supporting you, being there for you. Here it describes the options of face to face, in a group, over the phone, by email, or online through live chats. I've tried face to face with a CBT therapist. Unfortunately, they had to change the therapist halfway, so I can't give a full experience of that. I mean, the first therapist was great, the second one wasn't so good. I had an online one who messaged me on like a chat service. They weren't very good. I didn't enjoy the experience. I prefer one-to-one face-to-face, but you might have a certain preference. When you're looking for counseling, these are things you can say or look out for, whether you do or don't want a particular thing. I think the standard is that you will have 6 to 12 sessions, usually one a week, one-to-one. I guess ideally face-to-face, but that has probably changed a bit now since COVID. But yeah, that, whatever suits you, you can push for that. So can you get free counselling on the NHS? Obviously this is a video just more about counselling, but you can get free talking therapies or free psychological therapies on the NHS, whether that be CBT, counselling, or other particular therapies. They have a link here and it will show the therapies in your general area, in your location. All you have to do is put in your GP name and then, yeah, you can see if there's anything that comes up that looks good to you and then you can apply. You'll probably be put on a waiting list and yeah, then hopefully get the help you need. And that can be a variety of different therapies. That's not just counselling, but you can obviously look out for counselling ones. So next is private counselling. Now, they say it's between £10 and £70 a session. A session might be like 45 minutes, an hour. That's obviously quite expensive if it's £70. I guess the benefit is, I imagine, you'll probably get seen quicker because there can be quite a long waiting list on the NHS. And I'm not trying to put anyone off going through that. I just know I have a relative and she went through it and it took about a year for a referral. So it can take a long time. Mine was fairly quick, but mine was before COVID. I know during COVID it was in high demand. But yeah, you can look into private ones, try and make sure they're qualified. Yeah, if you can afford it, why not? So charities and voluntary organizations. So there might be certain charities in your area or nationwide ones, and they can offer help. Here it talks about specific ones. I mean, there's the Samaritans, but as an example here, but they also have other ones like victim support. So if you're a victim of a crime, there's Rape Crisis, England and Wales. I mean, that one's obvious. Bereavement care, cruise bereavement care, Relate. So for relationship advice. If you want to, look out for a specific charity, or maybe they can offer you something that the NHS referral can't, you can definitely reach out to them, see if they can help you. You might want one that is more tailored to a specific problem or experience, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, they might be able to offer you things that other places can't, but also they might just be hyper focused on a certain topic and not know so much about other topics. So there's pros and cons to that for sure. So finding a qualified therapist, that's the next part. You can use the website here. It's called Professional Standards Authority, and they will give you a list of the professional accredited bodies that you should be looking for in your counselor. Now, for my counselling course, we're urged to follow the BACP, which is the British Association for Counselling and Psychotherapists or Psychologists. I believe it's psychologists. Sorry, I should know that. I'm not part of that yet, but that's the one that my course tries to follow. And then I do a CP/CAB course, which is another great accreditation. All I'm trying to say is that you can use the PSA website and just look out for qualified therapists if you are going to go private. If you're going for the NHS, they will probably be qualified anyway. But it's good to look out for because not everyone in the UK has to be qualified to practice as a counsellor. So just be aware of that. But I mean, if you're going through certain legitimate paths to get there or official paths, they're probably going to be qualified, but it's always good to look out for. And the last section of their page is just other talking therapies, and they have a little video, but that's just talking about other talking therapies, the general ones they can offer and what they can treat it for. So I hope that helped. That's my kind of top level video about counselling, and yeah, hope it helped inform you.